Hey everybody, how's it going? So I don't know about you guys, but when something happens to me, I'm a natural healer and I can't help but ask questions and figure research and find things and read and just try to solve the problem that I'm having. And for years now, or a couple of years for sure, I've known that I'm living with chronic illness and a few things: fibromyalgia, chronic pain, chronic fatigue syndrome, migraines and headaches. And throughout all that, brought on um, really rough brain fog, which destroyed a lot of my regular daily habits and things I always do um, over a period of time. And over healing, like over the last few years I've been healing, I found a few things, Kangen water and just eating healthier, finding what things to eliminate from my diet to try to heal myself quicker, better, at all. The doctors, when it comes to chronic illness, they really have no solution, and so I've pretty much given up on doctors. I don't enjoy being a guinea pig and taking this pill and that pill, and so I try to live a very natural, holistic life, trying to heal myself and figure out what I can do and follow, doctors and stuff that heal people naturally. And there seems to be a lot of good things out there and good information and healing for fibro and autoimmune diseases and many other things. So I'm on that path and I'm trying to figure out how to heal myself so I can be the best me I can be, because that has been stripped away from me over quite a period of time. So, and it's slowly coming back. I feel better than I had. I was completely bedridden for a year and literally could do nothing for my family, nothing for myself. I mean, literally taking a shower was work. And Kangen water, along with the Ukon turmeric that I take with that, has helped me beyond any prescription or treatment that doctors have given me, which is amazing. And I share that knowledge. If you have any questions, I would love to help you with that, because water is one of the essential things in our body, right? We're 75 to 85% water, so water is huge. And the next is nutrition, right? And I've always lived a very organic, healthy life, but it just hasn't been enough. So I've become stricter and eat nearly vegan, not quite vegan. It is quite a transition to get there, but I feel better than I have in a few years, but I'm still struggling. Exercise is a huge struggle for me. My body doesn't like it at all. Fibro doesn't like it at all, and it really flares when I try to push myself in any way, which is a big struggle for me. Because I like to work and I'm a strong person and I love to sweat, and now to sweat, my body punishes me horribly, and that's really tough. It's a fight within myself to not push myself, to restrain myself from ultimately being me and wanting the best for me, and to push and sweat and feel good and feel the burn. And that fibro does not let me. That's a big no-no when you have fibromyalgia. That sets me back for days sometimes. It used to set me back for multiple days at a time, but through Kangen water has helped me amazingly. I haven't had to lay in my bed day after day for a year and a half now, which I am amazingly happy for, very grateful. But living every day, day to day, the weather takes a big toll. Summer for me is amazing. I love summer. I feel energized. I feel motivated. I can be on my feet all day, going and going, going. And it's like the sun fuels me. And but as soon as the sun is gone, I get seasonal depression really, like, right away. My bones and my joints, everything hurts. Not as bad as it used to, because Kangen water, and that Yukon turmeric does amazing for me. I've lived once now for 2 weeks without Kangen water. I lasted through those 2 weeks okay, but as soon as the end of that 2 weeks came, I was in pretty dire shape, and I was very glad to be having Kangen water again. I was stiffening up and swelling so bad. It took me 3 to 5 days, I don't quite remember now, 3 to 5 days to fully recuperate before I could do anything again. Otherwise, I mean, my CFS and fibrochronic pain just overwhelmed me. So Kangen water is a huge blessing in my life. Without Kangen water, I would still be bedridden with a brain full of fog that I could not do anything. The Kangen water keeps my pain away, or at bay, to a certain point, so I can function and do daily tasks for my family, which is huge. I can cook dinner, I can do things again, I can sweep my floor, I can keep my house clean, which is great. I mean, it's minimal, but I enjoy every pain-free minute of it. So that I'm very grateful for. The turmeric has definitely helped detox my body, and I take 2 turmeric, which are really quite minuscule. They're quite small, but very powerful. They're grown in Okinawa, Japan, which is one of the most healthiest soils on this planet, and cleaned and preserved with Kangen water, which is ultimate with all the antioxidants and the power that turmeric has to begin with, and then all pre-packaged, because most doctors won't, nobody really knows, but nobody will tell you when you go buy a bottle of vitamins from the vitamin store or wherever, as soon as you open that lid and pop that seal, turmeric, a lot of people eat turmeric spice and fill their own capsules and whatnot, but as soon as you, say, have a bottle of vitamins and you pop that seal, within 24 to 48 hours, all of that nutrients gets oxidized through oxygen, and the nutrients just dissipate into nothing. So my Yukon turmeric are all pre-packaged in, you have to pop one out, so they're fully preserved until you pop it out and stick it in your mouth and swallow it. And I mean, everybody knows, turmeric has been very powerful, very strong healing and detoxing, and the cleanest, purest form you can get, the better. So I definitely, that gives me a lot of energy in my day. I know when I first started taking it, I went through quite a big detox between the Yukon and the Kangen water, and I mean harsh detox. And I didn't realize my body was that dirty, that clogged, because like I said, I have always lived a very organic, clean life. I've drank well water for 3/4 of my life. Well water is the best, and very good well water, not high in iron or anything else where it had to be filtered. Very just amazing well water. And I've lived out of the garden, organically grown fruits and vegetables my whole life. Very limited store food. I have gone through periods with kids and my husband where we ate a lot of pre-packaged food, I suppose, which isn't great for you. But I was quite surprised to learn that I've had fibro really for as long as I can remember. I just didn't know what it was. I thought I was just like everybody else until I had my heart surgery. And the heart surgery, if you don't know what fibro is, fibromyalgia flares through any physical or emotional trauma. And heart surgery was, it's quite large. It's quite a physical trauma. And my fibro really flared after I had heart surgery. And I haven't been the same since. And I've learned a lot. And I've learned what fibro is and that I have it, and chronic pain and chronic fatigue syndrome. And so the turmeric really helps with my CFS the most. Other than ultimately detoxing me at first, The water really keeps my pain at bay for the most part, but the turmeric really gives me my energy of the day. So I take, you know, two little turmerics morning and night. They're not horse pills like some people take. And I mean, my prescriptions I was taking, some of them were horse pills, some of them were tiny pills. But I got, if I missed my prescription and I missed a couple days, man, I went through harsh withdrawals, which, you know, I decided to stop taking medications and just go the healthiest route possible. So this water and the Yukon turmeric really does that for me. I mean, I'm not perfect and I'm still on the healing path, but I'm doing decently well. There's no way I can go back to work yet, because even just doing my household chores still sometimes takes a pretty good toll on me. So I do moderate my life the best I can to do the best I can for my family and for myself, and I really have learned to do a lot of self-care and internal work, where I've always somewhat done that my whole life, but not to this extent, and I'm still working on that. So if you guys have any fibro questions, or, you know, I just like to talk to people with the same outlook on autoimmune disease and illness, chronic illness. It's not fun. It's definitely a journey, and I hope to climb the hill and get over and find the peak and heal my body fully. I follow a lot of good, amazing people. Dr. John Bergman on YouTube, he's amazing. He's a corrective chiropractor and holistic healer. He's very knowledgeable. I follow him on YouTube. He's amazing. And also the medical medium, Anthony William. He is pretty amazing himself. I just got his books. I've been following him for a while on Instagram, and I just got his books, and I want to start a video. I will start the next video actually reading this book, because reading it to you guys will help me just be accountable. I'm not a good reader all the time. I read really what's interesting to me, but still reading, I fall asleep. So if ever I'm reading and I fall asleep, yeah, it happens. But anyway, ultimately, I just wanted to talk about my chronic illness, and I want to share all this with you to, you know, help. As I'm going through my healing journey, I'm hoping to help other people, and talk about it, and know that you're not alone, because for the most part, when you have chronic illness, not a lot of people understand what you're going through. Because for me, fibromyalgia is an invisible disease. For the most part, I look like a very healthy person, but no one really knows the struggles I deal with daily. And I'm not a complainer. I don't talk about how much pain I'm in unless I'm really just trying to open up and being aware of it in my daily life. I guess I'm like, okay, this is happening and that's happening. But unless you're with me every day in my daily life, I don't complain about it. I don't talk about it. If you want to ask me questions about it, I would love to answer questions. But ultimately, if you don't ask the right questions, I don't give the answers. So that's kind of my personality. But yeah, I live a very positive, upbeat life as much as I can, because I love people and I love life. And yeah, and I just want to pass that on and share my life with you guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and tune into the next video, because I'm going to start reading Medical Medium, and so I can share this experience with you as I'm learning it myself. Have a good day. Cheers.